You're not confused about how to make money. You're scared it won't work for you specifically. That's different. And that fear, that quiet, personal fear, is the only thing standing between you and the first dollar you make outside of a job. Not skill, not experience, not time, just that one fear you haven't admitted to yourself yet. Here's what everyone gets wrong about side hustles. They think the hard ones are the real ones. They think if something is simple, it can't pay. That's not logic. That's conditioning. You were taught that money is earned through suffering, through years of studying, through promotions, through grinding, so your brain automatically disqualifies anything that doesn't feel hard enough. And that's exactly how you've been walking past real opportunities for months. Her name was Sarah, lived with her parents, had a business degree she wasn't using. Every Sunday night, she'd make a list of side hustles she was going to research that week. Monday came, work happened, the list stayed on her notes app, untouched. She did this for 7 months. 7 months of lists that never became action. One evening, her younger sister, no degree, no plan, showed her a payment notification on her phone. $180 made in 3 days. Sarah stared at the screen and felt something she didn't expect. It wasn't inspiration. It was shame. That shame has a name. It's called wasted proximity. You've been close to the answer. You've seen it. You've heard about it. You've maybe even started once and stopped. The problem isn't awareness. It's that you keep treating action like a decision you'll make when you feel ready. And ready never comes. Because ready isn't a feeling. It's a myth your brain invented to keep you safe from failure. In a minute, I'm going to tell you the exact side hustle. The one that's simpler than you think, that requires nothing you don't already have. But first, I need to show you something about why people who try this fail. Because if you don't understand this part, you'll try it, it won't work immediately, and you'll quit. And you'll blame the method instead of the real reason. Stay with me. Right now, while you're watching this, someone is making money from a phone exactly like yours. Same apps, same internet, same hours in a day. The difference isn't their setup. It isn't their audience. It isn't their confidence. It's that they decided the discomfort of starting was smaller than the discomfort of staying stuck. That's it. That's the entire gap. You've been measuring the wrong thing. First, uncomfortable truth. You don't want information. You want certainty. And certainty doesn't exist before you start. You want to know it'll work before you try, but that's not how anything in life works. You didn't know how to walk before you fell. You didn't know how to talk before you sounded stupid. Every skill, every income source, every result in your life came after the uncomfortable part, not before it. Waiting for certainty is just fear with a more acceptable name. Here it is, the side hustle. Canva template selling. That's it. People, businesses, students, content creators, small shops need ready-made designs every single day. Instagram posts, resumes, business cards, pitch decks, wedding invitations. They don't want to design from scratch. They pay $5, $10, $25 for a template they can edit in 2 minutes. You make the template once on Canva, which is free. You upload it to Etsy or Gumroad, both free to start. Someone buys it while you sleep. You don't ship anything. You don't talk to anyone. The file delivers itself. One design can sell 100 times. 100 times. Same file, no extra work. But here's what most people do next. And this is where it falls apart for almost everyone. They make one template, they list it. They check for sales every hour. After 3 days and 0 sales, they decide it doesn't work. 3 days against something that top sellers built over 3 months? They quit on day 3 of a 90-day game. And then they go back to watching other people's income screenshots and wondering why it's not happening for them. That's not bad luck. That's impatience dressed up as research. Second, uncomfortable truth. You've been waiting for something to be so easy that failure is impossible. That thing doesn't exist. Every income source has a learning curve. But Canva templates have one of the shortest curves of anything online. The people making $2,000 a month from this aren't designers. They're people who made bad templates first, learned what sold, and kept going. The gap between you and them isn't talent. It's the 20 templates they made that you haven't made yet. Here is the only change I want you to make. Open Canva right now, not later. Now and make one template. Pick one niche. Instagram story pack, resume weekly planner, one thing, finish it, don't judge it. List it somewhere for free. That's the whole instruction. One template, today. Not because it'll make you rich today, because your brain needs one real action to stop treating this like a fantasy and start treating it like a business. Here's the psychology behind why this specific action works. Your brain creates identity from behavior, not intention. Every time you say, I'll start this weekend, and don't your brain quietly updates its file on you, this person doesn't follow through. Every time you do something, even small, even imperfect, it updates the file differently. This person acts. After enough small actions, your brain stops needing to debate whether to start. It just starts, because that's who you are now. That's not motivation. That's identity engineering. 12 months from now, you've got 40 templates listed. Some are average. 5 of them are selling every week. You wake up on a Tuesday to a payment notification you didn't expect. It's not life-changing money, but it's yours. Money that came in while you were doing something else. And the feeling isn't excitement. It's something quieter than that. It's the feeling of not being desperate, of having a backup, of knowing you built something real with a free tool and a phone. That feeling rewires how you walk into every other room in your life. Remember Sara, the one with the business degree and 7 months of lists? She watched her sister's $180 and felt shame. Then she felt something else. Anger. Productive anger. She opened Canva that same night. Made a resume template? It was basic. She listed it for $7. First week, nothing. Second week, 2 sales. $14. She texted her sister a screenshot. Her sister replied with one word, finally. Sarah now has 60 templates listed. Last month, she made $1,100. She still has the business degree. She just doesn't need it to feel like she's going somewhere. Nobody told you how easy this is. Now somebody did. The question is what you do in the next 10 minutes.